Welcome back to another night, another night live. Y'all, right now all I'm doing is I'm just chilling out in the bedroom. As we get people in here, y'all, make sure you guys are being respectful to not just me, but for my mods, because a lot of my mods come in here. And so, give me a second to do this, but tie my hair back up. So I'm not gonna get randomly attacked at by y'all. But anyway, so right now y'all been dealing with a headache, so yeah. And so anyway, yeah. But y'all, let's please make this live a good one, because I don't want to have to block people. And y'all, last live in Albert, y'all, my evening live this evening was creepy enough in the beginning, so let's not try to have me see that again, because that literally creeped the heck out of me. And so anyway, so I am gonna come in here though, so that way I'm under the blanket so I'm comfortable. But I hope you guys have been, hopefully everybody's been having a good day today on this Wednesday today. You know. But yeah. And so, oh, man. But right now I'm just sitting in the bed, just chilling out. And stuff. Sorry guys, my stomach was acting up. And so, yeah, ooh, man, y'all. Just wanted to drive me crazy. So, hey, what up? Y'all, for people who are coming in, make sure you guys are doing the usual in here. And for all new people who are coming in, welcome. We are a very fun community. And just so you know, you chose the right channel to join. Hey there. Welcome in. How are y'all doing? Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Fairy Wolf / Lion, welcome in. How are you doing? Hopefully y'all are doing good. And so, anyway, yo, 11 people in the chat. Hey, Alexander. Yes, shout out right now is coming your way. What? No, I think there's 26. I think we all know there's 26 letters in the alphabet. I think it's cool we all learn that, but not 20. Hey there. What would I do if... honestly, I don't know. To answer your question. What am I reading? I'm so confused what's going on. See, look. Thank you. It's your favorite girl. Thank you so much for agreeing with me because all of us know there's 26, not 20. So good. Someone else is actually agreeing with my actual statement. So, thank you so much. Sorry, doesn't yawning. Tinkerbell. What up, girl? Happy belated birthday because you were in around these past while. I'm doing alright. I'm just, it's a typical situation. So, hang on. No, he's not with me, Tinkerbell. It's just me. And so, yeah. But anyway. So, man. Yo, we have 2 people in the chat. So, hopefully, y'all are doing good. We're doing good. He and I actually got to talk on FaceTime today. Like we do mostly daily, unless if he gets busy. And stuff, so yeah, he and I talked on FaceTime today, and let me tell you something kind of cute. So, y'all, the cutest thing on FaceTime happened today. So, y'all, for reference, one of the pets my boyfriend has is, he has, like, I think 4 or 5 dogs and 1 cat. And the cat's name is Peanut, which is a girl. And so, let me tell you something really cute. I mean, girl, I hope that happens, hopefully in a couple years, because right now he is only 18. Right now. So, I mean, Tinkerbell, I probably would pass out. I honestly probably would either have a cry or pass out. In a good way. But it would be hopefully in a couple years once he's in the 20 zone. Like somewhere in the 20s. Because, for example, you guys, for reference, who don't know this, we are only a year different in age gap. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning and it's only 10:08. And so, yeah, for reference, he's 18, I'm 19, but he'll be 19 in June. So we will be the same age from June to October, and then I'll be 20. And so, we have been June 27th. So to give you dates together, it's from June 27th through October 1st. So meaning that's when he and I will, so on his birthday each year, he'll be my same age of my current. So, like, y'all, he turns my current age each year. So, like, y'all, for reference, next year, so when October 1st, when I turn 20, he waits till June 27th again. He'll be 20. I still will be 20 because I'm not that, because then later on I'll be 21. And so it's crazy. And so, oh, that's cool. Neat. Oh, that is so cool. Dang. Nice. And so, oh. That's pretty crazy. Oh, she'll be 3? That's so cute. Oh my gosh, a 3-year-old. That's crazy. Man, I used to work with kids her age when I was doing volunteer stuff with when I used to work with the kids at my old church. On Sundays, I also would used to work with the preschoolers sometimes. And they're pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And so, oh, that's coming up. What? That's crazy. That's wild. Man, that's crazy. Gosh. Like, that's literally right around the corner. Which is insane. So, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, because oh my gosh, that's so crazy. And I even used to work with infants up to preschool. So Lily, your kids' ages, I Lily actually used to work with kids in that same age group before. So I've had 7 years experience with it, which is it's been pretty cool. But of course overtime it gets exhausting. But they're really cute, I'll tell you that. To do this. I'm good. John, welcome in, dude. Well, John, let me tell you this. Okay, gosh, I've got something in my head. I'm just finding the best terms. If you like 2 girls and you're trying to think what to do, what are their personalities like? That's a good start. See which one who I feel like you would point out. Which one stands out to you the most, the first girl or the second girl? Because something that matters is how nice she is to you, but also little things about her that bring things out of you, you know? Because you want someone who's going to be nice to you and, you know, they're going to want to have fun with you, is what it is. Alright, good night, Tinkerbell. Love you as well, bestie. Definitely will see you around. And so, yeah, John, so like I said, to break it down to you, which out of the 2 girls that you're liking, something I would in my thinking of it is see which girl do you think you like personally, okay? And the thing is, you gotta pick one. You can't do 2 because that would just be crazy, you know. And so, like for example, is one nicer than the other? Like something I would pay attention to is the way they act to you. Are they nice and respectful to you? Would they want to be with you and not use you for stuff? Because a lot of the times people would want to use others for stuff, you know? And which one do you feel like you would know you would definitely want to spend that time with? Because, you know, and it's funny because I'm a girl myself, so it's hilarious that I'm thinking that. in a different scenario. And so, but yeah, if I were you, which one makes you happy, you know? Because you want to have somebody who is going to change your life for good. Because you don't want someone who's going to turn you down within like a day, you know? Because you've already gone through a lot recently. And so you want someone who's going to literally change from literally walking in black and white to color. Like, y'all, when I met my boyfriend, instantly as months were going by, I noticed that my life was not black and white before. Like, because back then it used to be black and white, but as we became official, I just knew from the moment that he was my person. And even I liked a couple of guys before him, and I never even suspected, is what's funny. And so, you know, and, you know, it's wild. It's wild how I was looking at guys that are a little more different looking than I was, and just the smallest things I saw in them. And, you know, that's just what you do over time. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Hairstyle's nice. That's definitely really cool. My mom actually used to actually do hair for like, I think 22 years or 20 years. But from home. Not like in a salon full time. And I think she did at one point. I think when she was in school, I think she used to work. I think she was a director one years ago. I forgot the name of it, but she did tell me about that, which was really cool. And then she's did hair from home. And so she would have clients come to the house and she would do their hair like any ordinary. And then, of course, after years goes by, she just started doing close friends of hers and family. Like her parents, my dad, my brother, me occasionally when needed, and stuff. And all that stuff. Man, that's my brother's timer. That's cool. Nice. And actually, that's pretty cool. I'll tell you that. That's a pretty cool job for her to be doing. Because, you know, they do pretty good at stuff like that. And so, yeah, so just kind of, yeah, it's funny that girl's saying it from her perspective. You know, that's really cool. But yeah, and you know, something kind of important too is ask, like, when you see them, just kind of ask them a few questions just to get to know them. Kind of like if you're getting to know like a friend. And then see which one, and then think about which one clicks more. If the first one clicks to you or the second, then you'll have your actual decision right there. So, you know, there you go. That's cool. Then go with her then. Because maybe she'll be a pretty good fit which I would think she would be a really good fit, no matter what the job is. Like, y'all, for reference, my mom is married to a retired cop. That's for reference, you guys. Just pretty crazy. Because, yes, for people that didn't know, my dad used to be a cop back in the day. And so, yeah. And, excuse me, I don't know why I am yawning at 10:20, but just ignore that. And so, yeah. Anyway. But that is really cool, John. And so, you guys, we have 4 people liking the chat. So, let's keep the likes coming. Just, for people here, just make sure you guys are being respectful in general, And so, anyway. And so, we have 2 people in the chat. Welcome in. Y'all, right now what we're all just doing is we're just hanging out right now. So we're not doing anything too crazy. And I swear I can't stop yawning. Sorry, y'all, I can't stop yawning for some reason. When it's only 10:22. And so, just kind of ignore that. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate this headache going on. And so, anyway. But yeah. So. But anyway. And so. But yeah, for people who didn't know this, I did tell my last live about it because, we had quite a chunk of people in there. All I did today, though, for everybody who's been wondering, today I had a doctor's appointment for my finger to get it checked out. And, so, just to get it checked, just because it looked infected, just to see if it was an infection. And, y'all, the update there is it does turn out to be an infection. So I do have a nail infection going on, but right now I am on this antibiotic ointment. So right now I have to use this antibiotic lotion stuff that will help calm that down. Oh, I have to take my hair tie out because I can't stand it. Not like I can't stand it, but it's just, my head's driving me crazy. So, let me get up. But yeah, and so I was gonna use this antibiotic stuff twice a day. And I have to put it on twice a day, so from the moment I wake up to, so basically from sometime in the moment when I am waking up, and then when a little bit before I go to bed and stuff. And so, and I also did get, taking these little like thumb little wrap things where you just put one on your finger. It's almost like a little cast, but not really. Which are like rubber little like glove little things here. Which I would put it on my finger that's infected when I, well, really I only would put it on for like an hour when I do my antibiotic lotion and stuff, in which this is the antibiotic ointment I have to use when which is in the morning and at night and stuff. So that's what which I have to apply that on my finger for 10 days and see how it gets. And hopefully in a couple days, this finger here will slowly calm down to looking like what this should look like. You know, Jeremy, what up, dude? Welcome in the chat. So, knock on wood, that in a couple days, my finger here will start calming down a bit. Not much. Oh, that's cool. And so, let me get my jacket on because I'm cold. So, I'm glad to hear that it looks like you're doing well. And so, I'm doing alright. I'm just dealing with a crazy headache, which is epilepsy. But I did take a Motrin now for it, so. Man. But I mean, I'm doing good too, so. It's just kind of a little bit of here and there with all that crazy. And so, yeah. So that's what's going on. Yep. And so, yep. Man, y'all, this makes my hair quick. But yeah, and so, anyway. But yeah, that's what's going on at the moment, so it's not a whole lot. But yeah, I don't know, I've been doing pretty good. It's just taking it easy, which with epilepsy, that's just what we do. So, yeah, it's medical. But, yeah, so, yeah. So, I'm glad to hear you're doing good too. And so, we have 4 people in the chat. Y'all, I love it so much that we're getting people in here. You guys just make sure as people are in the chat, make sure you guys are being respectful toward me and my mods, because right now we've got at least a few of them in the chat right now. So just be careful what you say, because don't try to say anything that will get you kicked off, because and also, y'all, don't try to be creepy. Like, don't try to creep me out in general or say things that I am gonna get horrified at. Because for people who were not in last lives, who was not in here for the 6:30 live stream, y'all, I was, 2 people in there. It was like 2 different people, because one person in there was like, I'm literally eating. One person, she literally was like, I literally eat soap, and I'm like, the heck? And then another good person comes in here and goes, I'm literally eating freaking pod. Literally eating a freaking laundry pod. Which, ugh, was like literally, ugh. Y'all, when that was going on in the chat, oof, I'm like, am I going delusional or something? Yeah, Jeremy, it was wild. I'm like, am I going delusional, or am I in a different generation right now when it's only 2025? So, yeah, I'm glad okay too. But yeah, it was like crazy. And so, yeah, it was, I'm like, ugh. And Jeremy, I know you're really good, but there's just other people that come and that just like to do it. They just like to act up, you know? What it's never new. But yeah, I mean, oh, really was creeped out just by it. I'm like, ugh, okay. And, you know, stuff like that literally will haunt me. I'm like, okay, let's not get you to the point where I'm gonna get haunted overnight from what people are literally doing. Because it's almost like certain people are just insane. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And so, hey, it's okay. I mean, it's not new. We get a lot of people in these lives every day that are haters in this chat. But that's why I've got you mods that I gain in here to help out with that. So this way I'm not the only one who's dealing with them. And plus it is less hands for me to literally get at them with. Cause, you know, you always can't multitask both. Cause I can't just be like having a conversation with you guys and then just blocking through the chat. Cause, you know, some people can do that at the same time, but not me. You know? Me always crack. And so, yeah. But it's just kind of what it is sometimes. And so, yeah. But that's wild. And so, anyways. And so, yeah. Man. Barely can't stand it. What is that you just put on? Right, you know. And so, put my glasses up real quick. Yeah. What are you, Jamie? I'm looking at your one question I'm seeing from a few minutes ago. What did I just put on? Are you trying to say this right here, or what are you trying to say? Because if you're saying this, I just put my jacket on because I was freezing. Unless if there's something else here that I was doing, but I just didn't notice me doing it. And so, yeah, I think it was probably my jacket. I think you noticed. I think. But, oh gosh, cough is stupid. And so, I mean, this is it's a slight fuzzy one, but I've got some other ones though. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking too. Now I'm like, what are you saying? Yeah, it's my fuzzy jacket because I'm freezing and I'm not trying to tolerate cold. I'm not trying to tolerate the cold tip in here while, you know, like a lot of us do not like dealing with. It's okay. Hey, Jeremy, there's a lot of people that get confused like that all the time. So don't think it's a bad thing that you asked that. You know? And so, I mean, this jacket might only be on for like a little bit and stuff because it's a little thicker, like a slight thick. It might not look like it on camera, but it is. just because it's a little, I'm gonna turn this on, I can show you, like up close here. It's a little bit thick right there with all the little, see it? All the little fuzzies, like that. And so, but the inside of it's not really that thick, it's just the outside of it. And so sometimes stuff like that will want to add up like that. But I do have like outer jackets that aren't like this I can still wear. But also I do have my robe and such, which is a lot more lighter. Like it's a lot more lightweight. Hang on, I'm gonna take this off again. So give me a second. Voice crack. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm back. So, and I think I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna do this. Alright, y'all. Just gonna move a couple things out of the way. I'm gonna put you guys right here. And I'm actually gonna put on my robe, which is a lot more lightweight to tolerate. Oh, man. And yes, you guys, my hair is a little bit long and stuff, but it's not that, I mean, it is long, but not to where I've got it through yet and stuff. And so, you know, right now for me, it's the goal just to get this to the right comfort feeling. I'm not gonna really do a mouth, I was gonna do a knot, which is a little easier to maintenance. There. See, look, now this is actually a lot more lightweight to wear, and I'm not gonna be sweating like crazy. And the sleeves are long sleeve, but they're not like extremely wild sleeved. Where, oh, thank you. Let me tell you, Jeremy, if I look at this robe and then one of my robes I have, I don't really wear now much because it's like very thick, fluffy fiber sort of coat, where it'd be more like toward like this time of year, but it just does, it's cute. Like the other one's cute, but I just do not like the shape of the other one. Unlike this one, where it actually covers way better, and I feel like it fits better too. And I love the flower designs on it and the coloring of it, because it almost gives like art vibes in this thing. But I also look way adult-like in this too, so it's just very comfortable and very lightweight. Because first of all, that other robe I'm talking about right now, that thing I cannot, that other one I cannot really wear all year round, because that one's not more seasonal unlike this one. This one I can wear more year round because it's not super thick coat, like the texture is not super thick like fuzz, like fleece thick and stuff. This is like cotton smooth to where like it's breathable. And so like you can actually wear it when it's like a little bit hot. So like, yeah, and it's just really cute to have on and stuff. But, and even I can, and what's funny is, and the funny thing too though, is even I can wear this without the little belt as well. So even it still looks pretty good, even without it. And like I said, what's cool is this one actually has a slit. So it makes it look a little more cooler. And so, and let me grab my hair tie real quick, though. So just give me a second. And so, yeah. Yeah, for people who don't even know what I like, it's like medium right now. Yeah, same, like it goes to my waist. It doesn't make a hair that out, but sometimes it pulls up. But yeah, and I'll show you what I mean. Like I did knot to knot. So like even I can do this too. I can just do this. Boom. Hang it back up. Yeah. Let me fix that up. And still wear it normally. So boom. Now I got my hair back up, y'all. See? Even it doesn't look not that different from Alright, hopefully this is not full. But see you guys, here's the look. You can't even see that there's even a difference in it. It looks completely straight and not even weird curved. Like it doesn't put any weird like alignment to where it's still straight off the bat. And I can still do that similar look as well, where I can still cover it, but it can also feel a lot more looser without it feeling crazy. And so, really, I can choose to style it with or without the belt. Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you want to wear a cute vibe in your own house, like you want to feel cute while you're dressed down, meaning you're only in your pajamas, or you're just wearing a loungewear of sweatpants and a certain t-shirt. For me, especially, if I was just like this, where I was in my pajamas right now, I'm like, y'all for reference, I put my pajamas on directly at 4 p.m. So for people here who are thinking, okay, you crazy? Well, don't come at me, y'all. That's just, I don't know. That's just a thing with me. But, for example, if my boyfriend was over here, or if we had a neighbor over, or if I had to be somewhere, it wouldn't be till, like, later at night. But for, like, a scenario, like, if my boyfriend was with me, it probably wouldn't be till, like, 8 or 9, or 7. Well, really, like, 8 or 9 at the latest. And so, yeah. But, and y'all, half the time, like 99% of the time when me and my boyfriend are on the phone at like 5:30, half of every day, he sees me in my PJs and FaceTime a lot. So that's not new. And so, and y'all, let me tell you this. Actually, when me and him were on FaceTime today, the cutest thing happened today. So, for reference, he has about 3 to 4 dogs and 1 cat. And, his cat, her name is Peanut. She usually likes to hang out with him in his room a lot. And so today, she was just laying with him in his bed, and there were like a few points where she was super like cuddly with him. And y'all, at one point during it, literally she was like so cute, like asleep, like literally right next to him as he's talking to me. And even like there were so many cute things. Or like she was at one point like in heaven at one point, because like oh something to her felt really good. Like I think he was just scratching her little head, like rubbing it, because it felt really good. And yeah, I know, right? It was so cute. Like she was just out next to him, and it was like, and y'all, it was like I said, it was the cutest thing. So, my gosh, and there was one point where she also was very cuddly next to him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm imaging myself again. like she honestly, y'all, almost looked like me when me and my boyfriend are in person, because y'all, half the time here, I mean, we do other stuff too, but other than that, our downtime, what we do is we cuddle a lot, hang out, but we also do other stuff, like we'll go on the golf cart, cruise around, or we'll go outside and stuff. But other times when we're just kind of doing like breaks together, we're in here cuddling together. And y'all, actually, y'all, I do remember this one day. I think it was about, what was that? I think it was actually in November. And I'll not forget, it was the night before he had to leave. I remembered, and y'all, literally that specific night, it was like, I think a Friday that night. Yes. And so, yeah, it was a Friday that Pacific night. And, honestly, y'all, we literally had like the best cuddling session. Like, for some reason, y'all, I just felt at peace. Like, I just felt super relaxed on him. Like, it just felt like I just felt so chill and relaxed and just at ease. Like, that was the first time I literally felt like I definitely felt like my, um, what was I thinking? I literally felt like my, oh, hang on, now I'm thinking about the term that's coming to mind. Like, I literally felt like, hang on, I'm having a brain fart for a second, so give me a minute. Yeah, so give me a second. Hang on. Gosh. Oh, wait, here we go. Sorry, I was thinking about it. But y'all, I literally felt like my oxytocin level was like at like, literally, I felt like a lot of that, because y'all, for people that don't know it too, oxytocin is also what they also call the cuddle hormone, which is when you're really at ease like that. And so I literally felt like it was like active. Like, oh, I just felt very safe in that moment though. Like, it was incredible. Like, it was literally, I think, y'all, for he and I think that day specifically, I think we cuddled from like either 8ish or something like that till like almost midnight. Like, almost midnight, I think, at the latest, or 11. No, I think it was almost midnight that day. That it was just like the best. Like, it was literally the best hours of my life. like, y'all, for people who get me like that, it's like, it just, y'all, and I feel like with me especially, I feel like he just takes a lot of, like, incoming stress away from me, but also, like, I just feel like things just drop. I feel like all, like, crazy weight and stuff just from either thoughts or incoming situations like that, I feel like just are gone. Like, I feel like they disappear just because of how, like, comforting I feel, you know? Like, I just feel like a lot, I feel like, is let loose, because that's how you know you found your person, is when you're in those moments like that, you'll just feel at peace. And so, it was great, for sure. Oh, man, I mean, he's just truly amazing, you guys. And so, and like, y'all, we've both been through ups and downs together over the year and stuff, but there's not been one single day out of our year so far that we've been together, that we have stopped, ever. And I am beyond thankful, because at the end of the day, I truly found my soulmate, and literally my best friend in one person. Because y'all, with with people who are dating their significant other, they're also your best friend, because it's like your regular best friends, where you got that one person who you can always talk to when you are just going through something and you want someone to talk to, just to kind of help you through. And so it's not just my one best friend, Asia, but she's she's my ultimate best friend on the friend side, but my boyfriend as well is also my best friend and my life partner. And so it's just, and plus, I mean, y'all, there's been times I've been able to talk with him just about stuff I go through. Like, if there's a day where I'm not feeling myself, I literally just text him and let him know what's going on. And he's always able to let me know, and he's always like, get better soon, baby, or get better soon, baby girl. He's just so sweet like that. And he's just always very caring and very just kind like that. And I mean, y'all, I wish I saw the same perspective years ago, but this right now was like the first time ever that I've seen the actual side of boyfriends, because my ex, I wish, gave that same energy and same everything. Like, I wish he could have opened the door for me a lot. I wish he could have been there for me at my worst. And I wish he could have cared. And, exes literally just are dumb, because that's what their definition is under. And so, but with my person, I'm just beyond thankful that he's actually my Prince Charming, my ride or die, and it's just a love story I'll never forget. Like, he's like one of my just ultimate people. And I mean, y'all, what still is crazy to me is, like I told you guys before, what still is crazy to me is it literally went from us being friends in grade 10 to us dating senior year. It's mind blowing. Like, Oh my god. Like, literally, it is mind-blowing. Because, never suspected that ever happening in 2 years. Ever. And so, wild. Like, it's crazy. And, like I said, yeah. I've actually have known him since, at this point now, I think I would have known, actually, no, I've known him for 3 years right now. But it will be 4 years, I know, like altogether, it would be 4 years around August. I think August 16th or 18th. No, actually, August 18th, I think will be 4 years that I've known him, which is wild altogether. Like, let me tell you, because when he and I first met, he and I met the same year I was dating my ex. Because for reference, he was also in the same, yes, because he also was in the same class as me and my ex-boyfriend, which was English. And wild. Like, it's crazy. Like, and it was funny, I never even thought for 1 minute about him being my second person in high school that I would be dating. It just came to me without warning. It's like, oh my gosh. It's crazy. And so, yeah, wild. And, and like I said, the week that we were official, it was the craziest week for the entire school. Because, y'all, it was homecoming week, was when I was asked out. Which was insane. Yeah, and plus he even did ask me out to homecoming at first, before he popped up the actual question. And that was the first time I was ever asked out to homecoming by a guy in high school. Like, because I still remember when he asked me out, I was freaking out. Because that's never happened to me before. And it's like, and first of all, my best friend, Asia, she's another friend of mine, but I'll kind of give you her story time here in a minute. She witnessed it, and then a few other friends of mine, and then his brother all witnessed it. It's so crazy to think about. Like, it's bizarre. And so, and actually, I will actually go and give you guys a story time of how me and my best friend Asia met, for people who don't know this. So, it was my junior year of high school, and it was also her junior year. And for reference, you guys, she ended up transferring schools after her sophomore year. So from my state, she went to this high school called Birdville High School at first for the first 2 years, and then I think they moved or something like that. And so she had to transfer schools that year. And luckily she moved to a really good school where she met me. And so on the first day of school, so the first day of junior year, I think it was my first period I was in. Yeah, it was my first period I was in. And of course it was just chilling out, having free time and all that stuff. And so from across where I was located, I saw her just kind of just sitting there. I'm like, I'm gonna go say hi to her real quick. And so I go up to her and go, hey. And then she says hey back too. And then we slowly just got to know each other. And I'm glad I did, because y'all, even she even changed my life too. Because honestly, y'all, hers and I's best friends, our best friendship really also turned into, because y'all, honestly, she's one of those best friends that feels like a sister to me. Like, she feels like a sister of mine because of how kind and caring she is and how funny she is and fun she is. And she literally brings the laughter out of me. And her personality is like mine, where it just brings. And oh, man, yeah, she's a really good friend. And so she and for her and I's age difference, we're a year apart as well, but she's older than me. And y'all, her birthday actually is on New Year's Day. So that's pretty cool of a fact from me, which is wild. So hers is literally on the New Year each year, which is really cool. Which we both were born in the same year, which is really cool too. But yeah, she is like the best. Like, out of all the friends in high school I met, I think she was like one of my ultimate best friends. Because she just gave me a whole fun perspective. And just literally, it was awesome with her. And so, man, I'll never forget how amazing she was. And so, then she was still with me senior year. And so when it was my senior year and her senior year, of course we were really good friends at that point, and we are still today. And so, man, that year was amazing. And so, yeah, but then it's wild because we both were together a lot. And so, hang on. But yeah, so it's wild. So basically, for people who want to know the date of that, I have known her all together since 2023. And so, yeah, and I mean, like, she literally is like my ultimate best friend. Like, you'll know when your ultimate best friend comes out because it's like they will be there for you, but they will feel more than like a friend. And so, yeah, but she was just amazing. And she also had a disability as well. And with hers, I think hers is, I forgot, I think she's ADHD. Or she's got, I know she's got, I think she has mental health stuff that she has, I think is hers. And so, I think with her disability, hers just does with like mental health things and stuff. And then y'all, of course, for her and me, it kind of did get a little difficult when late of senior year when I had to transfer schools. And even she told me that it was hard for her knowing that literally for me, knowing that when I transferred from the school I was at to where I ended up graduating from, and even it was hard on me too because first of all, knowing that I was like gonna be with her every day, but on top of that, my boyfriend every day. Because keep in mind, my boyfriend and I were at the same school, just like Asia and I were. And so, yeah, it was wild. But luckily, for instance, I actually saw Asia around July of last year. July going into August of last year, which was awesome. And so, yeah. Man, and even I went to both of their graduations because, you know, they both went to the same school. And so, of course, y'all, my boyfriend, I was gonna go wild. Just get me out there. Like, I knew from the moment when his name was gonna get called, I knew my brain was gonna literally go excitement mode. I know I was gonna be like the craziest person out of his section. Because, 11, so it's like, So even when all of them were walking to their seats, a lot of us in our section were cheering like crazy. I was chanting, I love you from the whole audience. And so that's just what we do when we're like that excited. And y'all, I'll never forget when he went up, when he literally was up to grab his diploma, but he doesn't have like he had like the hard cover part of the diploma because he has to go through this one college program, and then he'll get it right after that. But I'll never forget when his name got called. I was one proud girl in front of him, just literally screaming, chanting, "Baby, I love you" from the stands, which I knew, like I said, you guys, I knew from the moment when he was gonna go up, I knew I was gonna go wild. Even the day before, I knew I was gonna go crazy. I'm like, "Baby, I love you," and just chanted, like literally yelled that, screamed it as he was going up. And then I did this almost similar thing with Asia, and with Asia, I surprised her. I didn't tell her I was going. I only told AJ, my boyfriend, I was going. And I told him not to say a word to her or anyone else say a word to her because she has no idea. In which, she was surprised after when AJ came back to us and then brought Asia along. And it was a you-know-who. And so, it was crazy. I'm like, because for reference, you guys, my boyfriend was the only one that knew about that. No one else. Because, oh, man, it was just amazing. But yeah, it was wild. Even, oh, man. And actually, guys, I'll tell you this. Here's what's pretty cool, you guys. This is kind of crazy to think about it. My boyfriend and I both, like, because for his graduation, the crazy thing was I wore this really cute black dress with like black, yellow, and gold dress, which the main color of it was black like this, but not with this on it. It was a black dress with like yellow and gold flowers on it, and it was almost a turtleneck, but not quite full. It was like probably half turtleneck, but it was really cool. And originally I bought it in the beginning of the school year before it started, so I was very ahead. And so, yeah, so I decided to wear that. And then, I think I wore my silver heels, which I also wore to graduation to look cute. And then my hair down for sharker people. Well, down, but I did a little half up, so that way, like, from like only like the front half, just so that part wouldn't be going in my face. And so, and y'all, just so you know, the same dress description I told you guys, and the hairstyle, I wore both. And my heels I'm talking to you guys about, which are, actually I'll show you this because they're over here, which they're right there, right below those boots. And what's cool is it's got like a little zipper on it. Like it's got like a little zipper up there. So if I needed to kind of zip it down to get it in, I could. And actually I wore them to prom as well. So those shoes had a ton of memories, a few different memories. Because I actually originally got those from when my boyfriend and I went to homecoming together. So I wore those to homecoming with him, graduation when I graduated, and then to his graduation. And then a few other events too, besides that. And so those are getting a ton of memories of those. And then, man, it's crazy. I swear I keep yawning, but just bear with me for that. But yeah, it was crazy. And so, man, and yeah. But yeah, it's 11:11 where I'm located, and y'all, I actually, on that specific day of my boyfriend's graduation, I actually had time to straighten my hair. Because I don't really think I think I was planning on straightening my hair when I graduated, but I didn't have enough time. And so I just put it down like typical, but then just did my little half up so it would be semi up. Because, for people that don't know this, I keep my hair up 24/7 because it drives me crazy now. Like, I just hate it down 24/7 because, just not. And so sometimes I'll take it down on occasions and stuff. But, oh, I felt that pop. Holy smokes, y'all. Ugh, that's crazy. Yo, I just felt a pop my jaw at the same time. So that's wild. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And so, actually, I will show you what that dress looks like, too. Let me get up. Maybe that might help me out. I'll show you what. Hang on. I'll show you it. I mean, not really, because I'm up for like another hour. I mean, it's funny because I'm going back and forth and yawning, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's wild. And so, let me pull it out so I can show you guys. Oh, here we go. So, let me pull it up. But this is what the dress looks like right here of what I wore when I graduated. But I actually bought it when I was like the school year. So I wore this even during the school year just to get used to it. And even I love it. And y'all, fun fact, I actually wore this dress when me and my boyfriend went on our first actual date. So even the sleeves here are really cool too. Which have this really cool, pretty size over here. Just got the same little look. And then back here's a zipper. So that's what the dress looks like right there. And that's, like I said, you guys, that's what I wore when I graduated. And then I went to his wearing it. And then, y'all, something kind of hot, too, was my boyfriend, wore, and even, y'all, I even wore the same dress and for senior photos. I'll show you, because it's in this one photo of him. I'll turn this on so you can see it. So this photo right here, he wore this exact top and I think the same pair of jeans for graduation. And this is what's funny. We both wore our outfits we wore in senior photos when we graduated. This is just, oh my gosh. It's bizarre. Like, oh my god. It's wild, but the only difference is he wore different shoes and stuff. Actually, no, wait. He did not wear those jeans. He actually wore, like, short jeans. Like, almost like shorts that were jeans. Like, half short jeans. I just realized that. And so, I really wish he did wear jeans. That would have been hot. But, and so, yeah. And so it was wild. And so, it was crazy. But, and so, yeah, but he wore the same top though, so I'm like, but yeah, even I still remember when, because here's what was crazy. So, the date of when he graduated, like right before we were heading, so for reference, you guys, I stayed at one of my mom's friends' houses for a couple days when I was going to this. Because, just so you know, I was coming from here all the way down to Fort Worth, but then going from there on May 28th to Denton. And so, it was like a you-know-who situation. And so, yeah, it was crazy. And so, yeah, and actually, my mom's friends who I stayed at actually was my kindergarten teacher. That actually was my teacher in kindergarten, which is really cool. And she came to my graduation, which is really cool too. And so, it was pretty cool. And so, yeah, I was at hers for like a couple days. Because, for reference, I left like the 27th, which I left like May 27th, which was the day before. So then that way, I'm not leaving directly day of, because, from here to where I used to live, it's a 2-hour drive, and traffic is gonna get crazy. But then I would have to go all the way down to get to Denton, which is longer. And so, getting there on a Monday and then leaving for it on Tuesday, just like in the morning with my boyfriend, would be a lot easier. And so, yeah. But it was wild. It was like, I was getting ready, I think, at 9. I think I got ready that day at like 9 o'clock or so on that Pacific day. And then after that, I think it wasn't until like 10. I think it wasn't until 10ish that we left to leave to go to my boyfriend's house, because his crew, because I was going with their crew, which was his current legal guardian at the time, which was their used to be legal guardian, but she was on drugs after a while, just because, people are crazy. And so she actually had to get kicked out just because she was doing some stuff after a period of time. But at the time it was her, his aunt Nikki, and then I think 2 of his cousins, and then his brother and myself that went. And so, yes, we're kind of what it looks like. But I mean, at first it was, so I think it was toward 11 actually that I got there. So I think I left more almost at like 10:50 or 10:40ish, but I got there at like 11. And so, yeah. And I think in general on that day, I think I got there at like 11. And for reference, y'all, when I got there, I'm gonna check because I'm freezing again. Man, hang on. Give me just a second. Because I'm starting to get cold again. Because I did really good. So against my jacket. And so, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, so when we got there, my boyfriend was still in the shower, and then his brother, I think, was still wrapping up, getting ready, or coming out from getting ready. And what was crazy, because I was coming in, so Imogen, I came in through the door by his legal guardian at the time, and then, hang on, let me do this just a little bit, but they came in through their door, and I just sat with, I sat in the living room right around where because for reference to you guys, his grandma, Joni, lives with him too because because she's got medical things she deals with and has a hard time getting around and knows stuff that will. And so, a lot of times she needs assistance getting to and from, but also gets like her daily medications and all that stuff. And so, yeah, and so I was, yeah, because what it was like, she's like, okay, have us sit on the couch. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I go and sit down and put my feet up so my feet aren't aching, because y'all, for us that wear heels, everybody knows how crazy those get after standing. Well, after just standing for like the first few minutes. And so I go in their living room and sit down until he walks out, which was a couple minutes after I was waiting, which wasn't too bad. Hang on. But yeah, and so anyway, yeah, and so I was just sitting there just waiting all that stuff, just put my feet up, just so I don't have to push my foot any longer till I move. And so, anyway, I was just sitting on the couch, right, just waiting for him to come out. And then after about a minute or two or so, he comes out and then comes into the living room where I was located, so he could see what I was looking like. And I'm like, oh my gosh, cause y'all, when I saw him, I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks so good. Cause y'all, he did. I'm like, oh my god. It even made me feel like a proud girlfriend at that point. I'm like, oh my god. And so, yeah, he saw my hair nice and straightened and wearing it a half up, makeup on professionally like I did for graduation. Cause, I'm not liking bad. Just so y'all know that whenever I go to events like this, I'm making sure I'm putting together at all time, like, just makes you look hot. And so it was wild. And so, yeah, so it was crazy. And he saw me what that's like, and then after that, a few minutes of just kind of doing all that stuff. It was like we all finally were ready to go, so yeah, we all of us few, which was me, my boyfriend, his brother, and which was like their family friend slash aunt. All four of us stepped out to get ready to get in the car, and y'all, let me tell you something crazy that happened too. So at one point, I think it was at first. I think it was like me, my boyfriend, his brother. At first, because their legal guardian had to do something real quick. And at one point, after we came out, and all of a sudden, one of my boyfriend's dogs literally ran out. Like, one of them literally escaped. And, y'all, my boyfriend literally had to. It was literally my boyfriend who literally ran. It was crazy, you guys. My boyfriend literally had to go sprinting probably a few feet or two in his own neighborhood just to catch their dog. I think her name was Lana, I think, who escaped. And his brother even was watching out. I was standing by the door playing defense, trying to get her, and I'm like, come on. And for reference, y'all, I was in nice person. I'm like, oh gosh, don't mess me up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating. And y'all, that was a workout because it was like, I'm cute playing defense. I'm like, I'm like, what in the world? It was wild. But yeah, you guys, it was legit. It was literally crazy. And so it was, like I said, it was just wild. A wild morning to catch. And so, I mean, I almost would have put my hair up in a full ponytail. If I put a full on ponytail up, I would be doing that. But, you know, that's just what we do. But it was cray. And so, yeah. But, man, it was crazy though, y'all. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, and then after that, luckily, and by the way, my boyfriend's legal guardian, their legal guardian that was with them, her name was Rachel at the time, by the way, if you want to know that. And so once Rachel came out and was almost ready, AJ and Max both were telling him what was going on. And even I came in a little bit too. I'm like, I had to lock the door. And it was bonkers. Like, it was literally bonkers. And so, yeah. And it was wild. And so, once the dog was in, which she was at the time, and so, yeah, it was crazy. And so, okay, I did good for a while not yawning until just now. But, anyway, and so, I've got an itch. But yeah, it was literally crazy. And so, yeah. And so, that's just what was happening. And so, yeah. But yeah. And so, yeah, it was literally crazy, you guys. And so, um, yeah, wild. And so, yeah. But I mean, it was crazy. And so, um, yo, we have 6 likes in here. Oh, what was I thinking? But yeah, it was very, but yeah, it was very crazy. And so, um, yeah, and so once we all got in the car, we went and we had to go pick up my, at the time, I'm still telling story time, you guys. But what we did was once we were in the car, we drove to grab my boyfriend's aunt and her and his cousins. We had to do that. So then this way, it would, I think they were with us at the time. And so, I think either we grabbed them or they met us there, one of the two. But then after that, we literally sprinted off. Like after that, we drove off to Denton to UNT, which is University of North Texas for everybody who's in Senate College, and that's where my boyfriend's high school graduation was located, along with my best friend. And so we got to, so it was wild that got to see him. And so kind of what it looks like was my boyfriend went, so when we got there, we all were getting our locations, so my boyfriend had to go back with everybody else to get ready, in which I was, at that point, I was ready preparing myself to get proud of him. And so after that, it was my boyfriend's brother, me, his aunt, his other legal guardian, and then his cousins and myself all went to grab a couple of things I think that we saw up front, and then got into our seats. And so, yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And so, anyway. Yeah. But, that's what was going on there. And so, and plus that, his graduation at that time started at like 2. And I think it went from like 2 to 4 or something. Or 3. I think it was 4. Or 1 to 4. Something like that. I think it started at 1, though. But it went really good, though, that day. And so I got to see him graduate. And, man, just was crazy. And even as, like, people were getting called, because even I knew a ton that were graduating from that exact school of his, because I would have graduated with them all too if I didn't transfer schools second semester. And so, oh my god. And so, it's wild to believe that. And so, and y'all, honestly, I will tell you this, and my boyfriend was able to make it to my graduation. I know for a fact he would also be chanting the same words as I said from the front row. Like, I would just hear him directly because he'd be center front row. And so, it's just, you know. But yeah, I mean, his graduation of y'all was amazing. Because, I mean, that day was just a proud moment. And then, y'all, let me tell you this. Then, when we got back, and then after graduation, when all of us got, well, after we dropped off his aunt and cousins, and me, my boyfriend, his brother, and his legal guardian all got back to their place. My boyfriend's brother, Max, was literally like, hey, do y'all want to play? Because he literally was asking both of us if we wanted to play Uno, and he was, and even I was actually, I was wiped out at the end from all the fun. And I'm like, because at that time he and I both were like exhausted just from all that. And I'm like Max, and we both were like, no, we're both are tired. And so my boyfriend was extremely tired. I was even tired as well. So we both were on the same page there because it was a big day for him, but it was also a pretty big day for me to witness him walk the stage and just cheering the best I was. Of course, will get tiring. And so it was wild, but luckily the best way we celebrated all of that was me and him cuddling on the couch together and just enjoying a little bit of the evening together before I went back to my mom's friend's house to finish the rest of that night before the next day I was able to go home, luckily. And so it was incredible. So that's kind of, so basically, y'all, that's what my boyfriend's graduation day background was like. It was busy, hectic, and amazing. And so it's just crazy. And so yeah. But anyway, y'all, it is only not 12. It's only 11:38 where I'm located right now, which is Texas time for everybody. And so right now I'm just hanging out in the bed and stuff. And you know. But yeah. And so anyway. But so that's what's happening right now though. But I'm probably gonna give this live about probably 2 more minutes and see how we're doing. Cause I've been on here since 10. And so, I mean, for people who want to ask questions, you can, but we got like a minute left. But it was wild. So, and so, alright, people, but we got 6 likes in here and 1 person in the chat for our current status. And so, yeah. But, okay. No, wait just a second. But, yeah. And so, anyway, y'all, Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off live because it's 11:40 and I've been on here for an hour. But I will be on here for tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, y'all. Good night.